but they still lied.
It's week 1 of the National Football League, and coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC West rivals. It's the Raiders and the Chargers, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 20. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway in Southern California. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his 3rd season, it's Justin Herbert.
It feels like hyperbole, but it's actually reality. In only 2 seasons, we've seen Justin Herbert do things rarely or never seen before in the NFL. He's one of only 9 quarterbacks now with a 5,000-yard passing season and made the Chargers a top 5 offense for the first time since 2010. He's also the only quarterback to ever throw at least 30 touchdowns in each of his first 2 seasons and set a record for completions over that same span.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the 1st down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the 1st down. Excellent tackling right there.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
In the midst of a tumultuous 2021 season, the Las Vegas Raiders really turned to their quarterback, Derek Carr, to not only drive their offense, leading to career-high totals from the 8th-year passer and a nearly 5,000-yard season throwing the football, but also his leadership ability. He really grabbed that team and led them to the playoffs for the 2nd time in his career while coming out of one of the toughest divisions in football.
Looking left side, and right away, he lost the football.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Herbert on first down now. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Once more, here's Eckler. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, Eckler. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now it's Herbert. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And coming into this ballgame, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Back to throw here, Herbert. His pass caught at the 4. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Eckler. Trucks up. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So now on a long 11-play drive. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes finishes things off with a touchdown run. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. First carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Carr to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I think he put just a little bit too much heat on that. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Carr. He gets this to Davante Adams. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. Touchdown! Davante Adams. 54 yards. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, Davante Adams, he's a great volume receiver. Here, he's able to do some pretty nifty work after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Charger offense making their way back out there. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert now. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Max Crosby is really starting to get his due around the league as one of the best young pass rushers in the game. 25 sacks in his first 3 seasons.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got it to Hilton. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him inside.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 75. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Chargers 7.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Justin Herbert says, J.K. Scott in front formation.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Raiders 14, Chargers 7.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raiders have the ball back, and here comes Davante Adams to the field again. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone,
You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Carr now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Carr to throw again. And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Carr. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out and try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it will pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, it's Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Draw play, it's Eckler. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
Running on first down, Eckler shifts by at the 15. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Herbert, they'll find Everett there, complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time. Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Throwing now is Carr, and able to complete it to Moreau. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Eckler now between the tackles. Gets past one man. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 71 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw's a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
The Raiders heading out to take over. And they start in the best of all positions, 1st and goal. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. Nice. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is caught by Williams. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Darren Waller is one of the top tight ends in the NFL, and when he's healthy, he's always on pace for a 1,000-yard season. Easy play right there for him to move the chains.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
And they visited the end zone very early in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Herbert now. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Carr going to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We begin week 1 with an absolute barn burner. 2 teams with plans on being back here in February. Kansas City and Arizona from the side of Super Bowl 57, Glendale. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in that one. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we head east to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. Big Derrick Henry with a couple of touchdown runs. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And that game all tied up with the visiting Green Bay Packers.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
When they went to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll run it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Here's 2nd and 9. Eckler, they run left side. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chandler Jones in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. To throw again on second down. Carr. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
Look at they started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught here by Adams. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
2nd and 2. Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They can make a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 44-yard punt, return of 9. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. But Josh McDaniels, he had his mind made up on that one. He disagrees, and he'll throw the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On first down, it's Herbert. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. 11 yards there, just like last play.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Allen. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
On second down, Eckler. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And the Chargers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers. And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there's that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And we got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. On first down, Carr. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
To try again after the sack. Carr to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Caught outright by Renfro. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up the fourth down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it, they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on third. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just about on his own goal line. Fielded at the 43. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Now it's Herbert. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Chandler Jones getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think it's a lot of shoulders just dropped there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Now they'll throw with Carr. The left side throw complete to Adams. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr, Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Carr now to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10. At their own 12-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Chandler Jones so quick. He was the one that got him to stop that one before it got started.
That was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Herbert. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he's able to get it out of there. Shifts by him. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Waller taking it in over the middle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 65 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's got it. Touchdown, Raiders. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Raiders have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And Devontae Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So out come the Chargers.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Herbert on first down now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
They started on the ground with Eckler.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Allen.
Herbert's pass complete to Keenan Allen. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Herbert on 3rd down now. It's caught on the right side. Williams.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett.
Pass complete to Gerald Everett. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Herbert now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw here pulled in by Hilton. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it third.
To the air again, Herbert. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett from 3 yards out. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
He is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
Pass incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Intended for Austin Eckler. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here, Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Chargers first down.
On first down, it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Complete to Hilton. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. From the 30 on 2nd down, Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Herbert going to throw. And Allen's got it. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing, Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Herbert. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Herbert to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry. Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Herbert. Toward the pylon, caught. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. They go with Jacobs. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. A
Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Las Vegas, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown.